Second half action here. TB Sports 27 about to kick off. We are in game number 5. 4-0 Utah Utes trying to break Oklahoma's unbreakable record of 47 wins, right? 47 wins in a row, the unbreakable record of Oklahoma. The Utah Utes, it's got to be 47 because we keep saying if we win 12 games, then we'll break the record. So 47-game winning streak of Oklahoma. If we go undefeated in the regular season, the record will come to a close. But if you're just tuning in and you look at the score, it is not good. It is 10-7. We're kicking off, actually. I think I mentioned in the last video that we would get the ball to begin the second half. No, that was an error. That was a misspeak. It is Cincinnati who gets the ball first, but maybe we can flip the field because that was part of the issue. In the last half, we got the ball first, and we can never flip the field. Let's see if we can keep this field flipped here. We've had a number of upsets as well. We got Parker, the Hurricane Thomas, joining us in our live chat room, twitch.tv/tvsports27 if you want to be a part of the live studio audience like Parker is. Of course, we got Dan the Legend 13, who is also hanging around in the chat room as well, in the live chat. So join us on Twitch if you want to be a part of the live studio audience. But Cincinnati Bearcats, they got 10 points on the board, but much like our offense, their offense has been held in check because we got the top-rated defense, you guys. This is the #1 ranked defense in all of college football, but the offense, certainly, you cannot say the same for. So this will be an interesting second half between the Cincinnati Bearcats and the Utah Utes. This new look Big 12 matching conference realignment here with how it's going to look in real life. Hancock pressured, and he got rid of it. And Cincinnati, we went for the blitz, went for the all-out blitz, and Cincinnati made us pay. Yes, indeed. We almost got him, though. We almost got him on the blitz, but Hancock just a little too fast. And the Bearcats pick up the first down. So that is a big blow there. Hancock dropping back, and Galloway, did he get the feet down? He did, and what we were talking about coming into this ball game, flipping the field. How ideal that would be. Well, flip the field has just been flipped on us. We've been flipped upside down here. As the Cincinnati Bearcats driving here. Hancock, whoa, that one tossed right to Jonathan Barrett, who is our senior linebacker, and probably why he didn't have the hands to intercept that one. But holy smokes, you guys, that was close. That was quite a dangerous throw by Mr. Hancock. My controller's flashing right now. Let me do a quick battery check here. Are we running low on battery? Does it show? No. I thought it showed a battery. I don't know. I got a flashing. We might be running out of battery soon. So if that's the case, I gotta get new batteries. I haven't played the thing in a month. I guess the thing just drained the life drained out of it. Look at the yards. 65 total yards for the #1 ranked team in all of college football. Not great. Hancock hands it off to Robinson, and Robinson busts forward, and the Cincinnati Bearcats, boy, I tell you, they drew up a hell of a game plan at halftime. Halftime adjustments coming out here, and look at where they are. My goodness. Hancock reads the defense and struts his stuff into the end zone. And the Cincinnati Bearcats might have the eyes of a nation. We've already had #3 go down. We've already had #4 go down. Is #1 going to go down? Is prime time in Cincinnati going to be where the winning streak comes to an end? Now, all that to be said, to be so close and not get the win would be brutal. To get the 47 from Oklahoma. That being said, though, of the modern day, and we were just talking about modern day records with Parker the Hurricane Thomas. It would still be, I mean, right now, the record where we are, 40 wins plus with the Utah Utes. That was Arizona State. What year was that? What year? Give me a year on that. Was that in the 90s or back then? Ohio State, Arizona State. That to be said, we've got the modern day record of wins. We've shattered every record. We're pretty much competing with the Yales and the Washingtons of the 1800s and the 1900s right now, and now Oklahoma. So we can at least say, all that to be said, if we come away with the loss, as sad as it would be for it to come to an end, we can at least still say, in the record book, we're up there with teams 100 years ago, right? We're so. But let's try to focus. Plenty of time. Just need 2 touchdowns here. Just need plenty of 2 touchdowns. Up the middle, Bradford. Oh my goodness. I think we got to go for it. Is it 4-down territory already? We're going to go for it. They're not giving us anything. 97 Rose Bowl. That was Jake Plummer, right? Wasn't that the Jake Plummer years? We're gonna try to just push it right up the gut here. Jake Plummer would have been, or that might have been just after Jake Plummer, because he was with the Cardinals in '98 when they won that playoff game. Bill Bradford, there it is. Big run. Boy, how good was Jake Plummer? I don't think he gets the respect. You talk about Arizona State. We'll have to look up if he was the quarterback then, because it wasn't his rookie year, right? When he let's ask Google. Jake Plummer wiki. Voice to check. Because was he a rookie when he led the Cardinals to a win over the Cowboys? Quick throw out to Jason Newton. College career 96. So it was 96 that he was with Arizona State. Yeah, the Rose Bowl. I guess that was before. That was before, because that wasn't the BCS era, the 90s. So it says here that if they had won the Rose Bowl, that would have likely meant a national championship. Right? That would have likely meant they would have won a national title. But that, I guess, technically wasn't officially a national championship game, at least according to Wikipedia here, the 97 Rose Bowl. But they took the loss to Ohio State, and then Plummer was drafted in the 97 draft. And then, yeah, 98, so it was the next year that they knocked off. Boy, Jake Plummer, come on. Not enough respect on Jake Plummer's name. Nearly winning the national title with Arizona State. 2 years into his NFL career, knocking off the juggernauts in the 90s in Dallas with the Arizona Cardinals, who had never won a playoff game up until that point. Come on. And then to go to the Denver Broncos and go to an AFC championship game. Guy was a stud, man. I don't care what they say. You nearly win a national title with Arizona State, and then in 2 years in the NFL, in the 90s, knock off the Cowboys in the postseason. Forget about it. Finished with nearly 30,000 passing yards. Boy, in 1999, he threw 9 touchdowns and 24 interceptions, though. That is not great. But we had 2 offenses that were struggling, and then all of a sudden, we got 2 offenses, and we're talking about Jake Plummer. We got 2 offenses that are just rolling down the field right now with reckless abandon. Cross. Oh, no, it's intercepted at the goal line. That could be the play. Oh, my goodness. Cross was hoping that the receiver, the way he was going, and he again just underthrew it. Oh my goodness. Now you're really looking at the streak could be coming to an end. This is what happens. You don't play in a couple months. We need you guys in our corner. We can stream more often. Patreon. Subscribe on YouTube. Parker's the man. He's helped out with both. We appreciate Parker. Patreon supporter. YouTube, Twitch member as well. Oh boy. This could be it. This could be the end, folks. Are you a Bearcats alum, or are you just a fan of Cincinnati?
Third down.
Someone just left me a 1-minute voicemail. I might have to listen to that. It's crazy. I'm looking at Jake Plummer's numbers. Yeah, they kind of tailed off a little bit in Arizona if you're looking at touchdown to interception. But in Denver, I mean, 15 touchdowns to 7 picks, 27 touchdowns, 18 touchdowns to 7 picks. And they just kind of got rid of him for Jay Cutler. Just a fan. Okay. Like me with Boise State. I'm a big Boise State fan. I don't know. There's like, you have to give like the clout to say you were a fan of somebody before they were good. I don't know. I kind of feel like I always have to say the Boise State because they have been good for so long that I was a fan of theirs because of the blue field before 2006. I was a fan of theirs in 2004, which I guess oddly enough was an undefeated season. But oh my God. We got to buck up here. We got to buck up. Well, that helps. That's going to help right there, the interception. Because if Cincinnati went down and scored, we might have been out. But Tim Wright with the INT. My goodness. Okay. Whew. Whew. We've had a couple of, in this winning streak, we've had a couple of near catastrophes. Play fake. Cross is going to go deep. Oh, what a throw. What a catch. Andrew Cross with the rare deep bomb down the field. Lewis Gardner, who's had a really big game here today. My goodness. Can you believe, and we are right back, and now we lost about 2 or 3 minutes off the clock, but we are basically right back to where we started before that last interception was thrown by Andrew Cross.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
How about this? Thank you, Parker. Yes. Kent State putting up a fight with Kentucky. Third quarter, most likely going to close off of this pass. Oh, and that was almost another dangerous one. Trying to come with the curl. Didn't happen. 3rd and 6. And this is a situation you would love to be running the football, but our running attack has been so bad. And whether or not you put that on our Heisman candidate or the fact that our offensive line has been struggling so much, Cross tried to run it. And we're going to have to settle for 3 on the back end. It's going to come down to this. 4th quarter. Utah 7, Cincinnati 17. We've had multiple overtimes. We've had multiple comeback attempts. The winning streak is on the line here. And, oh my God, I thought he doinked it. It doinked and it went in. Parker, it, whew. Whew.
The kickoff is down for a touchback.
Double tight. Three down. Check 59. Mike is 59. Ready. Red, 68. Red.
Okay, I was just listening to that hour-long voicemail. So I need to get my car. I don't know if you guys want to hear the story, but I need to get something on my Hyundai looked at. And they have, you know, the Hyundai dealership. I've normally taken it to different places, right? Different service places. But they have not been able to figure out what the issue is. So I'm like, well, let me just take it to the dealership. It's always more expensive, whatever. And of course, the dealership's only open 9 to 6 during working hours during the week. And then on weekends, they're open until, I think, like 4 p.m. or something. So next Saturday, I got a bunch of appointments. There we go. Good stop. So my thought is I'm going to be with somebody else. I'm like, okay, let me just drop off my car. They can have it for the day. And I pick it up after hours. I pay online, which I've done this with any other service out there. And this is for anyone, I don't know, anyone that might be listening that works for Hyundai or something. So I said, hey, can I just drop off my car in the morning, do what you need to do. I'll pay for it online. You know, send me a link. I'll pay for it online like I do with so many other car service companies around town. And then just leave the keys in the glove box, lock it up, spare keys, and I'll pick it up after hours. They just returned my call and said, no, we don't do that. We don't do that. You have to pick it up between hours. Well, I work for a living. I work 9 to 6, so I can't pick it up between hours. And this particular Hyundai is very far from my workplace anyway, so that wouldn't be feasible. And then on weekend, here, take it for the day. So they want me to be sitting in a waiting room all day instead of just dropping it off and letting them have it for a day. So I don't know. Now I feel like I gotta try to figure out some other company around here. So anyway, that's a pain. That's an annoyance. That's a pain in the neck. You would think they would want business, but that's why no one goes to the dealership to do anything. Anyway, all right, this is a big drive. Let's focus on this drive. This is a big one. Cross has been feeling it with some of his passes here as of late. Tommy Singleton coming in the clutch. 5 of 15 of 24. He's kind of upped where we've been after the struggles here. Bill Bradford has had the struggles. And the handoff, and Bradford gets the first down. Gotta have a touchdown on this drive. The eyes of a nation after we've already seen an unprecedented run in college football today. Number 3 went down. Number 4 went down. And now number 1 is trying to hang on. Price. Gets about 4. That's good. Second down and 6. Andrew Cross. Open. Jason Newton. And the Utes are down to the 25-yard line. And Andrew Cross, he's starting to get in rhythm here, folks. 16 of 25, 190 passing. Pistol for the Utes. Bradford hits the juke move. And he picks up 7. And he's got 63 now. Which, I don't know, Heisman hopes. What do you think? Well, it was a mess early, but if he finishes with 100 yards or something, here comes Utah. Yes, sir. Back to Bradford. And he's down. First and goal from the 10. There's Swoop.
8 yards. That makes it first and goal.
Do we just, now our running game's doing well. Do we just keep running the football? I think we do. I think we just keep running it, guys. Out of pistol again. Aaron Price. Yeah, now the running game's starting to pick up. Offensive line heard us chastising. Here we go. We're in the all-white. We're a smart coach with the uniforms here. We're in the all-white. We knew it would contrast the black and red here. Price. Third and goal. Do we just keep pounding the rock? The final boss, I think we do. I think we pistol it again. And, you know, I always hate to back up because you're turning, you know, now you're turning this from a 3-yard run to a 10-yard run when you line up in the shotgun, or in this case, the pistol. But we've been doing so good out of the pistol. I think that's the play, and that's the touchdown. And the U-turn, extra point away from tying this one up. And do we have another overtime on the horizon in this Utah run, this record-breaking run? We have to get to 12-0 to break Oklahoma's record. We tie it in Week 11. We break it in Week 12. As we look at some other scores from the Big 12. Touchdown, yes. Thank you, Parker. Touchdown indeed. Woo! And the extra point was good, 17-17, but now we've seen Cincinnati drive the length of the field before. They're going to have 80 yards to do it here. It's going to come down to the Utah defense, Cincinnati offense. By the way, we just passed 12 noon Eastern time, so that means right after this, if you want to see more TV sports, a new video just dropped. Arena Football Season 3 finale just dropped on YouTube right now, 45 seconds ago. I'm literally looking at it, 45 seconds ago. So go check that out, of course, in real life. And it's going to be interesting when people watch the Arena Football videos when they come out on YouTube, because we were talking about how excited we were for the new season coming. I don't know if you've been following, Parker, the Arena Football season. At the time that we are recording this, they are in the middle of Week 2. Of course, when this comes out on YouTube, we'll long know the fate of how Arena Football turned out. But this new Arena Football season has been a complete disaster through the first 2 weeks. And it was sad because the first game, oh, it's intercepted! Are we going to get a pick six? No, we're not, but we are in field goal range. Joe Davis, another senior, coming up with a huge play, and this Utah defense might just be snatching us another victory from the jaws of defeat. But Arena Football, at the time that we're recording this, Week 2, it has been a complete disaster. The Iowa Rampage played a game after they already announced that they had folded. The first time, I think, in football history that a team folded, and then played a game as Bill Bradford about to punch it in. The first game of Arena Football, Orlando and Albany, was awesome. They both scored 60 points, went into overtime, super exciting game. Every game since then has been a complete disaster. It's like Albany, Nashville, Orlando has been the teams that have been keeping the thing going. Don't know if we're scoring too quickly or not, but Bill Bradford may have just boosted his Heisman hopes with this second half, because he's closing in on 100 yards. He's got 2 touchdowns, and for the first time in this football game, the number 1 ranked Utah Utes have come back, just like we've done so many times. Go look at the archives, Patreon, YouTube, check them out. Double overtime games that we had with BYU. Games that I mean, we had the one game, what was it? West Virginia, I think it was. We had the one game where SK Money was in the chat and was just for sure that we were going to lose. And we were able to hang on and get the win by forcing a fumble. And I think it was Missouri. Missouri was the one where they had the ball. We had already lost our possession, and they were in field goal range, and we forced a fumble and were able to keep the undefeated season going, the record going. But let's buckle down here, because here come the Bearcats. Let's not get ahead of ourselves until we see 3 zeros on the scoreboard. And boy, we just had Joe Davis, who had a really good play, and then he follows that up. Maybe he's gassed, maybe he's tired, but he just whiffed on coverage and then couldn't make that tackle happen either. This brand new Big 12, Cincinnati joining in. Utah, Hancock, plenty of time in the pocket, but then he gets drilled from behind by Lee Anderson. That one shuffled loose here. 2:46, still a whole lot of time on the clock. We are not anywhere close to this one being done, but it wasn't that long ago. It was 17-7, and Andrew Croft threw an interception at the goal line, and now it is 24-17. Hancock gets picked off again, and it's an opening. No, brought down Brandon Charles. And the Cincinnati Bearcats, Ryan Hancock, has collapsed in the fourth quarter. 3 interceptions. Parker's going nuts. Dan the Legend is going nuts. We got SK Money. He's somewhere. I know he's not in the chat. He's here with us in spirit. He's going nuts. Oh my God, I think t-shirts are off in the 300 section per usual. Dan the Man jumping in. Oh my God, I did not want to do a passing play. It's supposed to be a run, but whatever. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Dan. Dan, whew. Utah football. We can't retire yet. Oh my God, I don't know when the next time we're going to stream. We're going to finish this out before we switch to the new game. Bradford. Timeout call. I was wondering if we got pushed out of bounds or not, but we'll never know, because Cincinnati called the timeout here. 3rd and 1 as the rushing game has improved. Bradford for the first down. Timeout called by the Bearcats. A hush. A quiet hush has come here in Cincinnati after they had number 1. Not going to say as close as number 1 has come to being beaten, because we talk about Missouri, we talk about BYU. And, of course, we had the Nebraska game in week 1. I feel like we're playing with fire, and we can't keep playing with fire because we're going to get burned. We keep playing right on the edge like this, but boy, to have number 1 down like this, and then number 1 just continues to find a way to win, where they really haven't played, you know, offensive-wise, yes, but defensive-wise have really not played, or defensive-wise, yes, offensive-wise, no. They've not played like a number 1 team. But fans got to continue to be frustrated of other teams, because we just keep finding ways to win. So we'll go for the 40-yard field goal here, which is going to make it a 2-score game with less than a minute to play on the clock. And no problem, booted right through by our sophomore kicker. 27-17, excuse me, our junior kicker. He was sophomore last year, Travis Richardson. So we'll see. What does Cincinnati feel like they have? No timeouts. They got to score 10 points. Go check out our Arena Football video just dropped on YouTube. And of course, if you don't want to wait, the entire Arena Football season is up early and ad-free. The entire season, including the Patreon exclusive Arena Bowl game. It's only going to be seen on Patreon, the Arena Bowl watch party. the entire Arena Football series up right now. Patreon.com/TBSports27. Check it out. Support the channel. 10 new patrons. We get 10 new signups on Patreon. A second season of ESPN NFL 2K5. And I'm actually going to save my VIP profile this time and do some stuff in the crib, because you're so used to how modern games are with autosave. We got burned and didn't know we had to save our VIP profile in addition to saving our franchise every time. So that's going to be a first down for the Bearcats. J.R. Riley. 19 seconds, no timeout, so temporarily the clock will stop here. And they're going to spike the ball again. Oh my God, they're letting a lot of time run off the clock. They lost about 4. I don't know what the issue was, because that was a spike. They lost about 4 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds off the clock. And look at where we were. Think of how this game started, where we had 1 yard of offense. And then now we have more offense than what Cincinnati had. Hancock, who's already thrown 3 picks. Oh my goodness, what a catch by Marcus Cooper. That will stop the clock. So you come down and spike the ball, and you'll have a shot at the end zone. There's not a lot of time. I don't know why they're trying to get people to jump off sides with the hut he just did right there. They got to go quick, but you got a shot at the end zone and a time for an onside kick here for Cincinnati. Can they pull off the unthinkable? Hancock. Oh my God, and that was going to be their best shot. If that catch had come down, because the clock doesn't run on onside kicks, they would have had a shot at it, but now it is all over. Utah is going to win another. We go to 5-0 on our quest for 3 consecutive unbeaten seasons. Our quest for Oklahoma's undefeated record. The interception, 4 interceptions for Hancock as he just collapses in the 4th quarter. And the Utah Utes are now 1 step closer to the 47-game winning streak. Bill Bradford, Heisman candidacy is going to be interesting. But we step 1 step closer to the Oklahoma Sooners and the all-time NCAA record. Utah survives on the road 27-17 in Big 12 action. Folks, the fun does not stop here. Parker, Dan the Man, I know Patreon supporters out there. Join us, patreon.com/TBSports27, because we have our Utah Utes post-game show exclusive for our Patreon members. We're going to look at the new top 25, which is going to look very, very, very different with the losses of number 3 and number 4. We're going to see if Bill Bradford suffered at all, because he had a really good second half. In the Heisman race, we're going to look at the standings, see what the alliance looks like with Fresno and Utah State going down. The Week 5, Game 5 Patreon post-game show. We're going to look at the recruiting as well. Patreon.com/TBSports27. We'll see you guys over there. Thanks for tuning in. Glad to be back with TB Sports. It's been a while for us to stream with you guys, but glad to be on and stream again here with TB Sports. We'll see you guys next time when we stream again. TB Sports. Help support the channel. Check out our different links. And we'll see you guys next time.